The little crowd on the wharf watched a huge ship lying motionless on the gray water. Gulls screamed above the ship, and tiny people moved across its decks. At the front of the crowd, a well-dressed, middle-aged man named Mr. Hammond paced up and down. He twirled his folded umbrella and seemed to keep everyone together. He bitterly regretted not bringing a pair of glasses. He joked that glasses might have helped them signal to the ship. Hammond was excited because his wife had been in Europe for 10 months. He had come to fetch her home. He checked his thin yellow watch again and again. He calculated how long the doctor's launch had been away. Mr. Gavin tried to assure him that nothing was wrong. Hammond paced faster as darkness spread across the water. Little Jean Scott complained that she wanted her tea. Hammond gently lifted Jean onto a higher barrel and held her safely. The movement relieved his nervous heart. Suddenly, Jean screamed that the ship was moving. The great liner slowly turned and steamed toward the wharf. The gulls rose like pieces of white paper, and steam burst into the air. Captain Johnson, the harbor master, came striding down the wharf. Hammond hurried to greet him and said that he had finally taken pity on them. The liner cut through the dark water, sending white waves to both sides. Hammond waved his hat and called loudly across the water. At last, he saw a white glove waving a handkerchief. There was Janie, his wife, smiling and waving from the rail. Hammond stamped with joy and offered Captain Johnson his cigars. He felt a painful tenderness when he saw how small Janie looked on the huge ship. The ship reached the wharf, and the voices on shore and on board greeted one another. Hammond climbed the gangway and clasped Janie in his arms. Janie asked whether he had been waiting long. Hammond said that it did not matter because she was there now. He wanted to leave quickly, but Janie needed to say goodbye to several people. Finally, they went to their hotel room, where a fire was burning. Hammond felt that they were at last alone together. But the porter interrupted them while carrying in the luggage. After the porter left, Hammond begged Janie to stay with him by the fire. Janie found the children's letters and tucked them into her blouse. Hammond wanted her all to himself and felt afraid that she might escape from him. He asked her to kiss him, and she kissed him gently. Hammond still felt that the kiss did not give him the closeness he desired. Janie told him that a young passenger had died during the voyage. She said that the man had died peacefully in her arms. Hammond was shocked and felt all his strength drain away. Janie explained that she had been alone with the dying man because the doctor arrived too late. Hammond asked why she had been the one to care for him. Janie said that the man had been too weak even to move a finger. Her soft words seemed to fall into Hammond's heart like cold snow. The room grew colder, and Hammond imagined the luggage being carried away again. He thought they would never truly be alone together again.